Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about bloating. This is a serious issue with so many farmers. Bloating is when a stomach becomes big. A rabbit stomach gets big gradually. It starts small, then bigger, until it dies if it's not treated. I'm going to talk about what causes bloating, and from there you will know how to avoid bloating. First thing that causes bloating is bad feeds. If you feed rotten feeds, molded feeds, your rabbits will have issues. Bloating will definitely happen. The next thing is if you change feeding schedule. Sometimes this is avoidable, sometimes it's not. Like for example, if you bought a rabbit from somewhere else and you brought it to your farm, you may have different feeding schedules. Also, it happens when a farmer doesn't have a schedule. Like they feed today, they feed around in the morning, the next time they feed during lunchtime, the next time evening. So if you don't have a consistent pattern, your rabbits can face this issue. Another issue would be diarrhea. Diarrhea can also cause bloating. Like I said, look at humans. It happens to humans too. When you have diarrhea, sometimes you have gas, and bloating is all about gas. So a rabbit may start with diarrhea and then it gets bloated. Another issue would be change of feeds. For example, this one mostly happens when a rabbit is being changed from natural feeds, greens, vegetables, weeds, to pellets or maize bran. That change of feeds normally happens. 1 out of 10 rabbits will have bloating. Another issue that would cause bloating is constipation. Now, constipation, as we all know, is when the what is supposed to get out of a body cannot get out. So it is trapped, and then gas starts building in the stomach, hence bloating. So your rabbit may not die from constipation, and it dies from bloating. Now that you know what causes bloating, these are a few things that you can do to try and avoid it. Some of those things you can just look at the causes and try to avoid the causes, right? Then some things are not avoidable. For example, this issue of change of feeds, even change of feeding schedule. You've brought a rabbit from somewhere where they feed them once at night, and you've brought it where you feed twice, in the morning and in the night. Or let's say you've brought it from somewhere where they feed 2 times a day, for you feed once. Definitely your rabbit may have some issues. It doesn't happen to all rabbits, but some rabbits get affected. Now, what you do to solve that issue is don't give a lot of food to the rabbit, and keep a close watch on your rabbit, so that if you catch it, because with bloating, if you catch it early enough, chances of treating and chances of becoming better and better are way higher than if you catch it when it's too late. If a rabbit is not active, then touch the stomach. If it's any hard at all, just know that it's bloating. And always check under or in your cages to see if there's no poop, no new poop. It is very, very important. It helps a lot because you can easily fight this disease. Now, if for changing feeds, what you do, for example, if you bought a rabbit where it has been eating only free stuff, and then you have pellets or maize bran, what you do, give a little bit of pellets and greens. You mix. As you increase pellets, you reduce the greens, the weeds that you're giving. Now, for example, me, I feed pellets in the morning, and then evening, weeds, greens, banana peelings, everything else at night. But if I have a new rabbit, I would feed it very, very little pellets, and then weeds and everything else. Gradually increase pellets, reduce until I reach that quantity that I normally feed all my rabbits. And then I still watch it for the next few days. If everything is fine, if nothing has happened, then that's good. Now, this is what you do to treat bloating. I always want to share what I've experienced because I know 100% it works. So you're going to need a syringe, unused cooking oil, and you're going to need vitamins. So what you do, put cooking oil about 2 ml. This depends on the rabbit. If it's a baby rabbit, little oil. Okay, now you can gauge as a farmer. Chances of baby rabbits surviving this are very low, right? But if it's 3 months and above, use 2 ml of cooking oil, force feed in the mouth. Make sure it swallows. Then get 10 ml of vitamins. Of course, you'd have mixed vitamins in water. Now get that mixture and then give to the rabbit to, wash down the cooking oil, and also to keep it hydrated and keep it energetic, because at this point a rabbit is not eating, so it is dehydrating and is weak. So these vitamins help with the energy. Then after doing that, massage the stomach from up to like towards the end, towards the tail. Massage like that. Try and have movement in the stomach. This you can do 2 times a day or 3 if you have time, and also make it run around. At this point, the rabbit doesn't want to move around. But what you do, you put it at a certain end and try to encourage it, chase it around to just, hop a bit, to have some movement in the body. If you're staying at home, keep the rabbit outside. The rabbit will move around. Every time a rabbit moves around, it helps with the digestive system. The movement helps. And don't forget, prevention is better than cure. This disease is terrible. It slowly kills a rabbit and is very, very bad. Always take note of everything that happens on your farm. Look at your rabbits. Each cage, go to each cage and look there. Now, once you see that the rabbit has started pooping, the poop will begin as hard but formless. They won't have this round, normal form of poop. Then it will be followed by a little bit of diarrhea. Once the rabbit starts pooping, at that point, since the stomach has been a bit emptied, the rabbit now can eat. Because in most cases, when a rabbit is bloated, when you put something on its mouth, it wants to eat. It will sometimes even open the mouth, put in the mouth, but then it doesn't bite it. It doesn't chew because the stomach is full. So once you see that it has started passing out something, you try. And if you should know what your rabbits love eating, like among the grasses, the weeds, there's always something that a certain rabbit loves. But what I normally do, I told you about dandelion. It is a very nice weed. It is good. It is medicine. It treats a lot of things. All of them love it. Me, when I have a sick rabbit, I collect dandelion, and for only that sick rabbit. Once it starts eating, even if it's one leaf, I feel good because I know it has put something in the stomach. That's one thing. And also, this something is actually medicine. It will also help. With time, it starts eating. As it passes more, it can now eat. Once a rabbit starts pooping, you stop the oil. You keep giving vitamins because they need the vitamins. But the oil, remember, the oil is the one that induces that little bit of diarrhea so that the poop can go out. So if you keep giving oil, you're going to cause another problem, which is diarrhea. That is not good too. And keep massaging the rabbit. And now the rabbit will start picking appetite, eating more and more. If you've been giving pellets and maize bran, first wait to give that. For a whole week, give grass, weeds, then you start gradually again introducing pellets and maize bran to the feed. Make sure there's water and keep giving vitamins until this rabbit is fully healed, and you see that it produces nice round droppings. I normally get a dropping and I even break it. If you break it and you see chunks of grass, just know that it's perfectly good, healthy dropping. Treatment can be stopped totally and then the rabbit will be fine. Now remember, don't forget to like the video, don't forget to comment. I read your comments, I take note of what you people tell me, and I really appreciate your input. So comment, share, like the video, tell your friends about it, tell your friends to subscribe. This is a very nice channel. It has very good information about rabbit farming. See you in the next video.